Okay, hello, hello, hello. Let's put this over here. Dude, my hair is a freaking mess right now. It looks so poofy. Okay. Do I have water on me? I will get some water and then we'll lock in. Okay. Let's see. Jimmy Neutron, that's what it feels like. Let's get this started here. I just used your code. Your code? Nice. Dude, price action has been pretty interesting today. That's all I could say. But it's been a moneymaker. Let me just clean up the charts a little bit. I'm not sure we'll get any trade right now just because of the position we're at. I need to remove this. Okay. Yeah, London lows taken, as you can see on and QNS. We spiked this high and ran up. I feel like we were gonna just take this high out, 850s, 860s, and just come back down. We just blitzed that. Almost went to 25,000. That's crazy. Before just completely V reversal. If you're on my Discord, the SPF Discord, or even Lanzo's Discord, anything like that, we have our bot connected. I was saying to watch shorts, and I alerted shorts once I saw confirmation around 80s. I think once I saw this closure, I'm gonna build a short swing, and then basically no drawdown, just fell all the way down. I sold for 20 points. It went 50. Is it paper hand? I guess so. I have EMAs on my phone just to glance at it because it helps me hold better. Because I'm not really charting my phone. I'm just looking at it and I just manage position. I'm like, okay, if it closes above the EMA, I'm just gonna close it out. It's kind of like a shortcut, I feel like. I feel like also if I feel like I have a sore throat or I'm coughing a lot, I don't think I'm sick. I think it's I don't know what it's called. Is it post nasal drip or something where it's my allergies, perhaps, something like that, and it's making me like create mucus drip down in my throat, and making me clear my throat, and eventually have to cough. He's been having that for like the past 3-4 days now. So I don't know how to fix. Is there a good way to fix it? It's like it's just there. It makes me want to cough and like see if there's a mucus, but it's not there anymore or nothing. And I just keep on swallowing. And I'm pretty sure it happened the same time last year, around like November, December time, and it lasted. I feel like it lasted to like February for me until it like fully went away. So if you guys have anything I could do other than see a doctor, I mean, I'll probably see one if it keeps on persisting though. Only the throats. Only the throat. I feel fine. Usually when I'm sick, I can't move, but what I did last time, I feel like, was go for a run. I've been doing that the last few days. It helps a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's placebo for me too. Chain stay deliver in the 5-minute closure above. I do want to see this retrace higher. This move up, move down. We have a lot of gaps above here. So like kind of what I'm visualizing is I want to see this get ran again. I don't want to see. It's not a 5-minute gap. Let me just remove it, but yeah. Basically where the wick is, where there's no imbalances. We took the low already, we took the high, so I'm pretty sure we should be going like this. Hot ginger tea. Oh, I've been drinking bone broth. Bone broth. I put some ginger, put some, what is it called? Turmeric, stuff like that. I believe we go higher from here, though. Okay, let me. Oh, I forgot to load up Ninja. I forgot. It goes, yeah, it does go away on its own, but is there a way you could expedite it? That'd be great. Add raw honey. I have 2 honey. I'm not sure if it's raw, but I have the one that's like, it starts with an M, the Madaka or something. Someone recommended me that I feel like last year, or maybe when I was sick too. I don't really get sick often though. It's just allergies, I guess. This is the hourly gap. Yeah, I think price pulls up. If I can get an entry, I wouldn't mind try and join. Manuka. Is that how you say it? Manuka. Take a lot of vitamin C and zinc. Okay, that's good too. But on the bright side, besides my cough from the post nasal drip, is what I'm speculating. So far, price action has been pretty solid. We took some shorts earlier on Discord, and I'm pretty sure I've been green every single day of the month. Maybe one red day somewhere, but only one maximum. Isn't that crazy? I just took a quick count. I'm pretty sure my trade evade is up like 140 so far in the month, and my Robinhood is up close to 200. So if you guys hate prop firms, it's like, oh, prop payouts don't count. Just live account, we're at about 350. With props, I want to say closer to 450 though, which is kind of crazy. Not a Lanto though. Lanto did 2 mil in what, a week or something, in 10 days. But it's a record for me. So hopefully you guys are doing good, leveling up. I think always progressing is key here. November price action has been good. Some days it's tricky. Like, I feel like this is one of them. Like, where the hell would I long? Tough. Oh, Matt was saying they're adding a lifetime cap. Let me see. I want to see a long. If we take out that slow and come back up, I'm probably gonna try long this. Is the lows in? I think that's the main question here. I want to stack count. Should I wait for Black Friday? If you're talking fighting next, so this is something that you guys probably are gonna ask already. They released an email, which I got confirmation of already. It's just some more clarification. Let me see if I can pull up their email. What's it called? Fighting next partners. Big updates, big opportunities. I think they send it to every affiliate, basically, if not regular people too. I don't know if it's. Let me see. Updates. No, I think it's sent to everyone. Okay, so this is what they sent. Basically, I don't know what this is. Affiliate. I don't know. Okay. Okay. So where was it? 8.7. But I don't know. These are just whatever. Prop firms up over 40% year-over-year worldwide. Whoa, that's big. Okay. Anyways, let me just see where they talked about. No, this is not the email. Damn it. Who got, where's the freaking email? I had it somewhere. CISD is changing the delivery. What I look for in that, I only use it when it matters. When I see, let's say this London low, and I feel like we're gonna draw to it, I want to see this get driven into, right? And you see those two down close candle right here at my time is 12:30, 12:35. If we drive there and close, and then we flip back up, I feel like I like this as potentially a reversal, or no, at least retrace higher if we can just close above where we did that displacement candle. So let's say just chops, move down lower, and then this is where we do the big displacement through these lows here, right? If we do close back above, this is what I use as the previous displacement as a change in delivery. That's the only way I really use it. But yeah, for the next shit, where the heck did I need to find the email. Maybe they send it to my other email. I want to read it out. Dude, my computer's lagging. FYI, someone need to get me a new computer. So not buy it for me, but tell me the best PC that you could find. And I want to buy it. Budget is no budget, honestly. Just nothing like over 10,000. I would say just 5,000 is probably the good amount already. If someone could build it, maybe Black Friday. Black Friday could be a good time too, right? Nothing yet. This change delivery is holding here. I like that. I ideally would have longed earlier, but let me just see a little bit more of how this plays out. The range is pretty large, very large today. You don't get ranges like these for a long time. Lancer just got one. Yeah, I think he gave me the link to it. But yeah, I feel like the biggest thing with FunNX, I don't like how they went from 100% profit split to 80. 80-20 has been is something that I really didn't like already for my fun features, but now they're doing 2. So that's a kind of a letdown, honestly, if I'm being real. This kind of held. I was considering trying long for. I want to see if we took that low out. Usually that's something I like to go for. If this wicks under and then close back above, I feel really bullish on that. Missed that, so I just chose not to look at it more. You got to factor in the processing fee. I'm gonna get them to remove the processing fee then, bare minimum, because it won't be under 80. But the main thing I would say is this is applied for new accounts only. Starting, was it Friday? I think. So it's not like a rug pull because these are only new accounts. So I would view it as it went from number 1, number 2 for me. It's kind of dropping down to like number 4, maybe 5 if I had to look at everything. It's no consistency on funded on legacy is the only positive off of this, I think they said. But that just makes Rapid just much worse, right? They need to do something for Rapid ASAP. When was the 80% implemented? It's going to be applied for new accounts after the 21st, which is I think Friday. So all Fun and Next changes applies for new accounts, not new users, but new accounts after November 21st. They sent an email. I just can't find the freaking email. I was reading it in the morning. It's coming back down here. There's nothing high probability here. I know you guys want me to give trades. I've been trading AM, honestly. If you guys don't see me, I'm not on stream on AM, but I am on Discord. So you see me trade yesterday as well. I wasn't on stream yesterday just because I was kind of stuck on trading a little bit. But we've been hitting pretty much bangers because I've been green every single day of the month. I think yesterday we caught a bag too. Was it yesterday? Yeah, this is yesterday. This is where I shorted up 34,000 total. Next day here, this is where I tried a long early, right? Near market open. I was gonna add if we get a flip. We just straight true moonshot, so that was a stop. Second one, I was like, okay, we're gonna look at ES. NQ just way too strong. If ES gives me something, I'm gonna go for it. And I'm like right here, 1049. I'm gonna build a short swing on ES right now for intraday. Average 80s, and then it just boom, 30,000. And if you see the time step, I think 1049 had like no drawdown. Yeah, like right here. It was like, I think I was waiting for a closure at 1050, but it was already fine. So like imagine shorting here, no drawdown, just straight shot down. I basically sniped that. I could have got a better entry, but who cares? Because I wanted confirmation. It's not about if you got the top tick or not. It's about when you feel like the top is in, this is gonna come back lower, draws lower. That's the main thing. Right now, if you're gonna follow me as someone who has been pretty much on a run right now, this is like a record run for me, profit wise and accuracy wise. This is kind of low probability. Other than I would think we go higher, but it's just chopping here. It's like this. It's deciding we want to go higher or just chop before. I think. Is there news today? There was, I believe, FC minutes, which we should take consideration. But then mostly Nvidia. If you didn't know, Nvidia is just holding up the market right now. Nvidia it went to 5 trillion. I think it's 4.5 right now. But let's say they do bad in earnings, we might get like a negative 3% day instantly, and overnight run another 1 or 2%. Your boy Matt is defending Fun and Next. I think Matt likes. He's fine with 80-20 on my fund futures. I've never been fine with 80-20. Honestly, 90-10 is fine already. If anything, at least make the live much better. 90-10, 95-5, something better than that. But just keep in mind, before you guys say rug pull or anything, all these changes apply for new accounts in like basically 48 hours. So if you already have an account, you're not getting scammed because these changes don't affect you. It's not retroactive. Do you have an updated rankings? I'm gonna have to pop them down a little bit. Not gonna lie, just because the rules. I want to be unbiased with you guys too. I've been hyping them up as number 1 because uncapped payouts, very low cost. At that time, they were doing 40% discount. So this is the best play in the industry. But I've told you guys too, when they were doing these bigger deals, that these deals are not going to be like something that will stay. It's like a market loser deal. So they're trying to bring you in, and you can take advantage of these like new deals from the new firms, right? But then after that, they're gonna increase the prices, and eventually, even though it sucks, they're gonna apply some rule changes. But as long as it's not retroactive, this is the most key part here. I'll add for you guys for if you guys not retroactive. That's the most critical. We took this wick low. I'm gonna watch. ES didn't take anything yet. Gonna watch this. Not sure if we're gonna take an NQ and ES. I think they're both moving very similar, but I've been liking taking ES today. I took my short swing on ES as well. Let me see. Funny Next Rapids were number 1. It's like number 4 now. Like, we have the same mindset right now. They were number 1 for me. Down here, they're gonna probably be like 4, maybe 5, depending on the deal. If they have a deal, let's say do like 30% off, then I'll pop them up temporarily to like number 2 or something. But without a deal, it's gonna be like number 4, number 5. We're taking out the lows here. I'm not gonna play with this until only way I play with this. Oh, disclosure gonna happen first. I'm watching to see if this holds. The 50% mark I'm gonna estimate is like right at like 580s. Let's just see how it reacts under 580s. If we just go through them and wick or close, that's like something that you don't want to touch. Very clear. Matt probably has a hand in these changes because they consult with them in features. If you guys remember what I've done, when they dropped the rapid, I was like, wait a minute, these rapids are too good to be true. And even though you guys didn't like it, I said to them, first end the sale, add some more restrictions. These are, you guys are gonna get milked, and I don't want to see a rule change. And you guys hated me for that. And I pressured Funny Next to do something to like lighten up the rules, or not tighten up the rules. I mean, because it was like 40% off rapid, uncapped payouts, 100% profit split, like the best deal in the industry. I didn't want to see it rugged or a rule change. Luckily, they didn't rule change for months and months. They just slowly up their prices and do less deals. But you know, I'm always thinking sustainable. That wasn't sustainable. But at the same time, it was so easy to take advantage. I know a lot of people in the community, my Discord, the Smart Prop Discord, they took advantage and took a lot of payouts. And now it's still like, you still can keep the payouts. 80/20 doesn't apply for accounts already. Yes, unless you're reset. If you reset, it goes to the new account. I'll add that in just in case you guys are confused. Don't reset. Let's just do that. Or it goes to new rules. But I would argue that the clearest thing is not a scam if it only applies to new accounts. It's the clearest thing. If you don't like their new rules, easy, don't buy more accounts. It's just like if I guess if you call another firm, they're like, okay, we're gonna remove the best plan, we're gonna up the prices. You don't have to shop a different place, you know. Don't stress over a firm changing the rules, even though it's your favorite firm. It's also my favorite firm. I need to really see what they can do more, because I don't think it's enough. It's a net negative change so far, in my opinion. But it was from the top, so it basically net negative change just puts them back into the group with everyone else. So the appeal for me has went down. I'll say that. I need to see most likely a big discount, like a 30% discount, for me to be happy about this. But the key thing also, if you have the opportunity, you have 2 days to load up accounts. If not, you're going to be 80/20 profit split. You're going to have payout caps. and you're gonna have anything else they added that changed. I forgot. Can you write out the new rules? I'm gonna make an announcement on it. I can't find the email, but I was gonna do it today. But you know, I'm trying to trade, guys. If you guys didn't know, I've been trading all morning. I looked at Twitter. There's some people like going back and forth arguing. I'm like, I'm a trader first. After hours, I'll look at it. I'll make an announcement. But right now, like my mindset has been trying to make as much money as possible. Especially this month, I'm on a roll. I can't be worried about like prop updates until after hours. Especially when the market is hot right now. Do you see how the market moved? Market opened here. It opened at 600. It went all the way to 980s. That's almost 400 points. And then we gave back 400 plus a extra 100. We went up 400, down 500. That's 900 points of range, guys. Is that 900? No, it's closer to 1,000. It's actually closer to 1,000 point of range. In I want to say like 2 hours, not even the whole day yet. So we gotta lock in. All right, let me look at chat. I think I've been off of it. Let's see. Tell FundedNext you're pausing FundedNext on your site unless they add no consistency on Rapids. Wait, is there consistency on Rapids? Do they have consistency? Oh, they do. Oh, you know what? No consistency on Rapids might be good. I might actually push for that. That's a good. I was thinking Rapid has like nothing. Yo, you know what? Let me tell them that. I'm gonna push for that. I'm definitely gonna push for that. No consistency on evals, and then if we add no consistency on funded on Rapid, that means you can basically do whatever you want. You can pass it in one day and get the payout, hopefully in one day too. How much are you up this month? Like I said, Tradevate, I should be up 140. Robinhood, I'm up like 200. So like we're at almost 350. Only my live accounts. If we count up others, might be higher. This, I want to say this is a long, man. Closure right at the 580s. Do we internal wicks here, go closure down? I would argue longs here. Let's see if this closes above too. Might get a breaker here. And then I'll try long on the retrace. We're at 0% on NQ, is it? Are we at net even right now? Oh, down here? Yeah. You're right. Okay. This is a long. Just pushing already. I was really contemplating longs after this closure, but something I dislike is always if it closes too high up, I'm not gonna long this until we get a retrace. We just did not get the retrace. We just kept on moving higher. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna opt for the breaker. Now we're opting the breaker. It's leaving the breaker right now. This should be a long here. I've been only looking for longs right now because this is what I think is gonna happen. We're gonna try to run it back up and then maybe slam it down for the rest of the session even. Where you can find the strategy, I'm pretty sure this should show it. The guide should show the YouTube link. Do we guys like longs? Are we good with longs? Are we good with longs? On a retrace, of course. I'm not long in. Just because it has to come down back to the breaker. I should have seen maybe a long opportunity beforehand. It's just hard. The inversion was the only thing I was going for, and it closes a little bit too high for me. I think it's pretty clear it's a long though, just because I was referencing the 5-inch chase delivery. Only wary if we get closure under 580s. We wicked it, close back up, and still hold in this area. I want to say just like back in here, or even here, just like 650s or under 650s. That's what I'm probably going for. Probably keep the size a little bit lighter, just because the range has been pretty nuts. Like we went 80 points in like 4 candles. We're on the 1 minute, by the way. It's moving like crack right now. We went inside the breaker. We could have long there if you guys wanted to. I'm only going to show what I think is going to happen. It's going to be up to you if you join in or not. I did not get entry though. In at 662, out at 680. That was a quick scalp. You went in, and then you said, I'm gonna go. I think we're gonna look for something like this. Trying to get under 650s, maybe 650s or under 650s. Inside the breaker, you want to see this breaker hold. You really do. You don't want to see anything under 630, 620s. Still holding the breaker so far. Gonna mark out ES breaker 2. This is a pretty nice breaker, honestly, here on ES. Took the lows out, holding this area. Let's see if we get one pop. I don't have to be greedy here. Up to you if you like the longs. It's a large area of interest. All right, pop under 640s. Give me it. Going to go for it. Or pop under 650s, I mean. Right here. I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Gonna long this here. Could be a scalp. I'm not kind of ambitious today. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, let's go for 50 points. If we get a good pop, I might do break even. I might do green stop. I might just close it out, just because it's so back and forth. I could see like multiple round trips here. Let's see. I want to see this pop this high, and I'm gonna risk off. Still has areas for lower. Gonna join in the lucid too. focus on under 650s. Stop is going to be a closure probably under 620s. A closure, or if we wick through it, it's going to be disgusting, but, you know, I'm going for it. It could go through it. It could go straight through it. I'm going to put the stop in. I want to do a closure, but I might just do a hard stop of 20. I'm going to add if we do bounce off this, but I'll just set this straight. It's just going through it right now. It's fine. The range is huge. I'm going to be half size today. It might just blitz through it. Huh. It's going to probably take me out. That wick usually doesn't save me. It never does. Let me just pull up the 1 minute again. I have it at 620 so far. No ads at all until I feel good about it. Still no closure under, so it's still looking good. I'm focused on the closure to kill the trade. Looking for a pop above outside of it. Even getting outside the breaker should be 101 already. I want to see it blitz through it if we can get outside the breaker. So this is fine stop right now. Let's just see if we can hold this area. Closure sort of, yeah, I think we did get closure under the breaker. That's not a good look, but let me just give it some more time, see if it wants to come back up. Only one contract in here so far. Yep, might take me out here. Let's see the red. Be like, what, 400? Yep. Fine with that. Gonna delete this. I'm gonna look for another opportunity now. We had a few bounces, just didn't want to really settle here. So I guess we're trying to look for lower. Let's keep on looking. Let's keep on looking. Again, the range today has been gigantic. So me taking 20 points is like same as a neutral day taking 10 points. Let's do half size off. I did like the breaker. I'll take that again. The only thing I could have done if I was more risk managed is the moment we close on the breaker, look for the first retracement as a closure, or to basically get out, just because you don't want to see it closed under the breaker. Kind of a future reference there. Let's keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. You just lost 8K? Yeah, basically. Okay. When you make it sound like that, that's like, oh, we just took a big hit, but you know, 8K is nothing. When you're averaging much bigger, when it's a win. 13 more minutes between minutes. Let's see. Nothing I'm really interested right now. I'm not interested in shorts at all yet. I have to see a lot more to like shorts. First loss of the month. No, so when I say like I'm green every day, right? That doesn't mean I have no losers. Even just today in the morning, I had a loss, and the next trade was like 6R. So net positive is all your profits. So if I think I maybe lost like 8,000, 7,000 in the morning for the first short, and then second short made me 30. So no one has a perfect win rate, like 100% win rate, but you could have a 100% winning days, just because if you manage your risk right and you end up with a loser and a winner, it should be even out. I could have looked for longs earlier. Again, this was when it was running up. I usually like to play at the momentum, but this one was a kind of a retrace to see if we can spike higher. Romeo has a 100% win rate. You can't even see his stats. He's gonna only show winners. Now that's how you make 100%. It's pushing lower. That was a good stop. That was a really good stop for me. Four hour, 1 hour expand lower. I was hoping see it retrace a little bit more first. So this is what I'm thinking. Lower end of day, yes. But usually when I see this, and I see news a lot, I want to see this get driven in first before we move lower. That's what I was going for, and we got a 5-minute flip, so it felt good with it. Nothing yet. Just know that stop protected you. That tight stop, you might see like 20 points on at this range. You can get stopped out in one candle. Some of these candles are moving like 40 points. Again, we're trying to climb higher. I'm not sure if I'm buying this yet. Buying this flip higher. It's getting moved for sure though. It is getting moved for sure. What do I want to see though before the minutes happen? Got a pump there. Of course it pumps in, but you know, I could have also re-entered if I still liked it. Look how big this volatility is. That's all I'm just saying. Don't be too stressed out over like a small stop when like this is how we're moving. This is how we're moving right now. And had I put stop this low, we would have been still good. And this is reasonable too. A little SMT here. I want to see it run. If you guys still holding longs though, but there's a huge stop for your account. If 20 points is a huge stop for your account, you have to size down. You're oversized at that rate. Because instead of like, let's say doing like 2 contracts, 2 minis, you could do 5 micros if that's too big for you. Because you have to adapt to what the price action gives you. Price action is pretty aggressive right now. How would you rank the first presented fair value gap? Honestly, I have it on. I don't really utilize it, but I look at it. I'm like, you know, I've noticed how well it reacts to it. So it's up there. I don't really use it as much though as I could. This would have been an area where I try to do break even and just let this ride now. It went deeper than where I kind of wanted it. For this retrace. Just because I did pretty tight risk, I feel like. Always been doing tight risk. Do we want to look for longs again, though? That's the question here. Or do we get chopped up again? We could try longs in the same area. In the 40s. Could work. But yeah, minutes is happening soon. Let that play first. I like that. It went to like 640s again. If you were able to get that, you might get a pop now. I'm gonna wait for minutes first. I asked them. Okay, there we go. I've said to Funny Next about the no resets, or not no resets. No casinos on rabbits. They say they're gonna note it and they're gonna try to consider it. I'm gonna try to push for it though. That's a good idea that you guys give. I hate this so much. Where our longs here would have been pretty solid. I think we get to 700s. Re-entry, honestly, re-entry back where I entered from should have been the main point. Minutes. Let's look for minutes. Can't regret anymore. I just know that the market's moving so fast too. So of course it takes me out SMT and then run the highs now. No resets on rapids, hopefully. I am in the long where would your target be? If you're looking for a big target, my main target, I want to say 780s, like above 780s. It'd be 800s too. I like this. I like this a lot. If I was playing the 5-minute, my stop would have been, yeah, should have been bigger. So I want to say I was in the right move. The stop loss is way too tight. Thanks for that, I dog. Is always the right move. Probably next trade is probably gonna be a bigger stop though, just so I can let it play more. Because like again, what I wanted was a good closure. If I was on the 5 minute, it really didn't close under as much. Let's just see. Let's just see. Minutes is gonna be 2 minutes here. This is the first data print, like kind of like real data print, not the random 830s. The real one, it's not FOMC though, but it's FC minutes, so it's like a little bit notched lower. This is the first one we've seen in a while. Usually though, FOMC minutes is like a nothing burger. What that means, you're expecting a lot because you're like FOMC, but the minutes just moves like 20 points, maybe 50. I want to see what the minutes do here because this is the first one in a long time. Let's see if it moves higher. Kind of what I'm thinking. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it, everybody? Okay, I'm gonna let this settle first. Maybe 10 minutes after, around 2:10, I'll start looking for trades again. Bots have to read the minutes. I want to say this wicks in and comes higher. I still believe in this move. And I would also want to see Nvidia takes the market down afterwards. That's what I'm thinking, but let's see. What's your daily TP? What does that mean? This short would at this daily BPR would have been 1,000 points. One day I'm gonna have some shorts. I'll be like, whoa, go for the main target, and it's actually gonna hit 1,000 points on NQ. Is that $20,000 for one contract? I've had 5. Is that 20,000? I think so. That would have been a massive trade on my personal. Massive. So far on the Robinhood, let's see where we're at right now. We had some drawdown a little bit, but some cash rebates. If it loads, You're short and you might regret it. I don't want to be looking at lower right now, but we'll see. Still too early right now. When is NVIDIA earnings? I heard it's 420. I'm gonna pick up some evals probably. Oh, we have non-farm payroll tomorrow too. So even, you know, if one goes bad, we have another one coming. Moving lower here. Waiting. Looking good for lower, but I'm not really buying the short. I feel like this is gonna bounce. Still gonna wait for the next 5-minute closure. If it closes into this gap here, it's not gonna look too pretty. Oh wait, you guys said non-farm payroll is not gonna be released tomorrow? Can someone give me confirmation on that? I feel like I was told so many times, oh, are you gonna be on for non-farm payroll? I saw it. And now it says no. Tell me which one is the right answer. No closure yet. Wick through. NFP delayed to December. I'm gonna have to do all my evals for NVIDIA then, right? That makes sense, right, guys? Do we have any other news? I have some evals I've been waiting to do, and I don't think there's anything there. There's no CPI. There's no. That's the one downside about. No, is there? There's PPI next week. Interesting. You guys saying it's tomorrow, but half of you guys are saying it's not tomorrow. Can someone give me a clear answer here? Is previous release, is that okay? Maybe that would affect. I don't know. Just holding. As I said, look for a bounce here. That's what it's showing right now. I'm gonna try to join the long. I think this is a long here. Try to get the 640s again, honestly. I think we move higher from here. The 5-minute is already filled it, has been trying to come back up. So if we were to get 640s again, I want to keep it a closure under and see how far we can get above. And potentially add if we can get some closure. Not the best probability, but I'm gonna stick it to my live and maybe see what happens. I'm gonna wait for my funders though. This is only for my trade evade. Too risky for fundeds. Gonna try to hold this a little bit here if we can. Still a hourly BPR here that's unmitigated. We already wicked the low. I feel like we should be moving higher right now. We should be drawing for higher. As long as we don't get a big closure under 600, I feel like we're good. Because we already got the flip. Need to see this hold and flip back up. Still just stagnant here. Not the prettiest. Honestly, no probability, no high probability trades right now. Is rough. I might be too biased to the upside though, but I haven't seen anything clear that tells me we're willing to shoot for lower yet. The only thing clear would have been this 5-minute closure. So far, wicked it twice, holding this area. Looking at NQ right now. It's just too back and forth. This retrace held. We get a pop. I try to join in this on the next move down. I'm gonna see if we can spike through 670s and see what happens after that. Gonna bounce here. I need to see more action than this. Straight back down. That's so freaking tough. Here, I'm gonna take a piss. I don't really have that much size on, so it's whatever. I'll be right back. I need to lock in. And I can't be holding in something. Okay. I am back. Usually when I do leave, price just starts moving, but I think they passed that. It hasn't been working lately. Looking good so far. Can I trade non-farm payroll tomorrow with Lucid test accounts? Run news? I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, just don't microscalp, I think. Pretty good so far. I want to see closer to 690s. Just don't chop, please. Not really asking for much. Should put break even on. Break even is set. Just when I click the break even, why do I feel like it's gonna head towards straight to it? Dude, price action is fucking with me at this rate. What was that? Just instant rejection. It's gonna take me out even. Yep. Pretty much a 35-point pump and then just instant reversal in one candle. Fun. Was hoping to see 690, 700 spike and then trail it through there. Didn't see the trail yet. Will you be doing gold on evals? I think I will try to do gold on evals. Has gold been good still? This is pure chop. If you guys were able to go for that long, even for a scalp, I only put about 30-point risk and I would have closed it if we closed under already. So it's about 20, 30-point risk. We got plus 35 and it's dead. I should just be scalping this. Honestly, should be just scalping this. Because right now it's just so disgusting waiting for a good move. This is what it's been like this last hour, just pretty much back and forth. I'm gonna bet that it's gonna try to do the same thing. It's gonna wick these lows, soup it, and then come back up. If that is true, I'm gonna get some longs under 630s. Right here. I don't care. We're gonna go for it. Oh, not yet. Never mind. Never mind. Missed it. Missed it. I literally missed it. This is what I have. It just missed me by like 2 points before instant pump. Dude, this price action just sucks. I'm gonna go for lower. I'm going for 620s probably now. This price action is just unbelievable. I'm getting trolled. I think I did pretty fairly well for AM, just because AM was like pretty easy to move, easy to play, but now just apart from the 5-minute breaker, what was your conviction for long? It's a chain state delivery that's still been holding, so it's not a breaker. I mean, I guess it could be a breaker. It's been holding. I would argue, what is the reason to short right now when we haven't broken that 5-minute yet? So by default, you should be looking for longs, especially you look at the higher time frame. We just missed the hourly here too. We wicked low already and came back up. That's a bullish signature. I don't really see this as bearish yet until we get another closure through the 680s. So by default, I have to be looking longs every time we get under the lows. That's just like I'm not trying to be biased. I'm just going based off the trading model. I think there's some of you guys might be more biased shorts. I would ask, what is the reason for shorts then? Just consolidating back and forth. No real move yet. Do you have a course? Should I have a course, guys? How much are you guys willing to pay for the course? $100? $1,000? These lows are pretty good to see slam now. But yeah, 10 smart points. That's like $1. I think lately, especially this month, you know, I feel like it's all about bias. A lot of people might be concerned about entries, but for me, I've been swing trading a lot. So it doesn't have to be multi-day swing. It could be like intraday swing. Like again, what I did here, intraday swings going down, waiting for that reversal, enter it and just let it ride. Like that's what I'm talking about. November has been pretty clean for that. You just let it ride, and then it has so much range where you put alerts on, price alerts, and then you can put like a 100% 100-point NQ price alert. 10 minutes later, it might hit it, and it's like, what? How did that happen so fast? It's just pretty easy money. I would argue that I haven't been holding as much as I could be, because the price action has been pretty favorable. Where if I were to just keep on holding and holding, it could be like 300 points very quickly, especially today. I definitely close it out a little bit more early than I should have. Any update on TPC points getting added? We're still working on the rewards. We're waiting for them to give us a compliant way, because they don't want to give emails, but we're gonna try to work around it, and we're waiting for them. So you know, I think it's gonna be by the end of this month. We're gonna get a CSV of all datas and just issue it all. So don't sweat it too much right now. Hopefully when we do have it set up, you know, no more submission. Isn't that great? Like, I feel like that's the #1 request. Can we get reward sync for TPT? And it might be happening sooner than you think. What time is earnings? I think it drops 4:20. So 20 minutes after the market closes. Oh, I should delete this. I'm not in this long anymore. I want to see this do something like this. If you're still bullish, a quick drive and then come back up. TPT accounts and resales in marketplace. That's something that I requested, and they said it's gonna be put on hold for now, because I would need to buy them. Here's that spiked under, and let's see what happens from here. I think this is gonna get one more drive and then just pumps right back up. And we could be looking for longs here, like the 630s area under, and just putting our stop under 600 to see it spike back up. Closures was important. We've still been holding the 5-minute structure, even though it sounds poor with all these wicks. I think it's gonna still hold. Guys, don't ask too much about SPF specific questions. Just make a ticket or ask the mods. I'm gonna distract me a little bit. Again, wick under, came straight back up. How many times is it gonna do that? That's the main question here. Fund next 80-20. So this is why I said here. I think I still have it. All Fund next changes applies for new accounts after November 21st. So it's only for new accounts after 21st. So the 80-20 prop split only for new accounts after November 21st. If you buy them today and tomorrow, it'll still be 100% prop split, which is pretty big, honestly. That's huge. So maybe take a screenshot. Don't reset. Also, if you reset, it goes to the new account. Something you have to keep in mind here. Here's that one more drive. If we can hold this area, if not, we might go in for that 5-minute break. If we get the 5-minute break, I would play for lower too. I haven't seen anything to play for lower yet. That's the main issue. And if this wicks and come back up, I'm gonna look for higher. This is gonna be the main part here that we're watching for. Look at the 5-minute structure. Cutting through this right now. Next closure in 3 minutes. Might be going for that PM lows too. Not gonna try to cash this. This is pretty much big drive right now. I know some of you guys are in shorts. You guys are looking good. It's pretty unpredictable here. That's a deep drive too. Nice. I guess if you're holding shorts, this might be good area trim. If not, I would hold for closer to 530s where the London lows were. Nothing yet. Let's look at chat. Are there other changes for Funded Next? There's no legacies on funded for legacy, I think. And then what else? There's one more change, I think, right? Let's see if this wicks. Wicks close back up. Next closure in 2 minutes. Watching for it like right now. ES is driving much slower right now. Look how aggressive he has been. Kelly just paid your compliment on her stream. What does that mean? She gave me a compliment? I'll take that. I'll take that all day. I'll take any compliments I can get. Still holding this area. 30 seconds for a closure. This is pretty good closure. Pretty deep closure. I am marking this out right now just for reference. Maybe this will be exact. Looking for body to body. This is where I'm looking to really be throwing out the there it is. Yeah, so closure through this midpoint here is key. Just also reaction of it. So far I wicked it. Doesn't mean I'm looking longs yet, but this is where I would not consider any more longs. Still okay right now, right? Those who are in shorts right now, you might be a little bit nervous since it's still holding. I mean, you got, unless you trimmed already, that's fine. This is where my bias is, or where my bias comes from as well. I just thought it's gonna be a quick wick, but if I were to frame up now, it is going much through it. So if we come back up, I'm gonna try to long the first tap in. Pretty clear here. Funny Next just nuked 25k rapids. I told them, if you want an update from me, I told them to remove consistency on fundeds. If they can do that, I would actually think the update is not as bad. Except the prospect, you know, prospect is still horrendous, but you know, I think they'll be able to do bigger discounts, a little bit more discounts too, make it more cheap. Yeah, so this also closed under. This is pretty much, look at two areas right now. Bearish showing from the inversion. The change state delivery still holding, but this is a mini tap lower. The 15 minutes also disgusting. We could also use this as a breaker or OB here for lower. Let's see. Lucid is a good competitor for Fun Next now. It is, but Lucid should be having a new plan coming out too. You guys might like it. It's a new plan coming probably next week, I think, or next month. I don't know. I don't remember. Still whack if you can't even withdraw from buffer. Well, if the easiest thing to work around that, just build a buffer. Most people who just withdraw through the buffer, they end up blowing the account anyways. At least you get a payout. That's not what they want. Honestly, I feel like if I were to push for something, I wouldn't want to do you can withdraw to the buffer, because people who withdraw the buffer, they would have like very little. If you're trying to, even for someone who encourages to secure the money, it's hard for you to keep on building an account when you have nothing to work with. So let's say you have like $1,000. If you're allowed to withdraw from the buffer, you withdraw half of that, you only have 500 left. That's not really much to work with. And it's significantly better for you to just build the account up a little bit first. Let's say get 2,000 first, then you can withdraw a little bit, and you have some more space. But that's from an experienced trader, guys. For others who just want to get payout, yeah, I get what you, I get that for sure. Some firms allow that. Top Step is going to remove the activation fee, but they're going to raise the prices. I am so curious on what they're going to do with that. I am so curious, because I would rather them create a new plan with no activation fee, but just higher pricing. But if they were to raise everything, that's really interesting. No activation fee is going to be pretty good though. It depends though, but I think there's a draw point. If, let's say for the 50k account, all-in price is 200. I wouldn't want to see the 50k more than, I feel like 95. PM has been so ugly. If I was live on AM, I would have been like, oh, we can't trade this, we can't trade this, we can't trade this. We might take a jab, get stopped out like how I did AM. And then once it flipped, I'm like, okay, we're good to go shorts. And then we just ride it down on stream for like hundreds of points. God, that would be awesome. But now we have this one for PM, just back and forth. I attempted 2 longs, by the way. The first long stopped, and it ripped. And then second long, it ripped, and I got stopped even. So it hasn't been lucked out so far. But if you're asking me to stream AM, just join the Discord and subscribe to the alerts. Subscribe as in just click the notification. You don't have to pay for anything. I've learned that it's better for me to just make it free and make it so I don't have to stress about like, you know, owing people anything. I feel like when I charge with it, like a subscription, I'm owed people alerts and stuff. It forces me to trade, but I like how I'm doing now for Discord. If I see a trade, I'll alert it. I'll give my commentary, but I don't have to do anything. Only when it's good, I'll do something, you know? Still moving lower. Just pouring down right now. Just chopping. Still chopping off these lows, but I just woke up. Funny Next email, not good for Funny Next. Lost paying customers. Again, keep in mind, all those changes are for new accounts starting basically after Friday. So I understand that you had, maybe I had Funny Next, you had Funny Next at number 1. Moving after next week, if you're trying to buy a new account, you know, you're gonna have to weigh out your options. You have to look what happens here. What like, is this better than Funny Next at the new rules? Is this better than MyFund Futures? Is this better Lucid? There's gonna be pros and cons. So you have to be more careful with it. But it's not applied retroactive. I think if it was retroactively applied, a lot of people would be kind of like raging right now. They'd be like, what the heck, I got scammed. But people are throwing that message out. This is pitiful, guys. This is actually pitiful. Old accounts are grandfathered, yes. With the uncapped payouts and the profit split, the 100% profit split. I'm not sure why they were trying to do 80-20, but the one thing that Brett told me always, he's like, you know, most regulations that he's talked to, that they're going to try to move to 80-20 because it's seen as better. Like the firm is getting some of the split. So I think that's inevitable. Because I think TradeFi might do it soon too. Don't quote me on that, but you know, MyFund Futures did already. I didn't expect FundNext to do it, but most firms are just waiting for other firms to do it first, so they get all the backlash. So one example is MyFund Futures. They got a lot of backlash from it, and then if you know more firms are doing 80-20, they're like, okay, I guess we'll all do it then. getting the split from the live account, just like TPT with the Lanto, because they're not gonna do like 100% profit split and then go 80-20 on the live account. That's ridiculous. So they gotta lower the sim first, the sim funded. Wall Street will 60-40, yes. I think from the fear monger that Brett Simba's really pushing, he wants to get back to 60-40, 70-30. Like that low. Isn't that crazy? We're already outraged at what do you call it? 80-20, and he wants us to go to 70-30, 60-40. I might not even be trading profits as much if I get 60-40. Like at that rate, why not? I just fund my own account and just trade, you know? 90-10 has been fine with me. Anything lower than that, I'm not gonna be that fine with. Or lower than 80-20, I mean. Y'all bashing Apex, they're the last standing 90-10. No, they're the last standing 100-0. Technically. Because most people are not getting the other part. Damn, this is so freaking trash, chat. Could see something like this if we can climb back up. Only thing that I'm looking at, really. Everything has been piss poor. Call was smart, not working for TPT. Can you send a screenshot if you could to the Discord? I'll send it over to the firm so they can review it. Every grid trace is getting rejected pretty hard here. Surprisingly, the closure that I'm looking for has not closed yet. Still hunting. We still have time for probably one more trade if we can get it. Let's just keep bare minimum 80-20. Anyone doing lower than 80-20, we need to boycott them. On God, like, I don't want to see us go back to 70-30, 60-40, 50-50 even. 80-20, let that be the lowest, the bottom floor. Because I think most firms are already gonna, in the back end, they already said they're gonna try to look to move to 80-20. Just, it's not if, it's about when. Alpha Futures, I think Alpha Futures has a specific plan for it. Maybe the first few payouts is like it comes to go higher and higher, but the zero plans are 90-10. What are these? Wake up and then just. Yeah, that's also another good point. I don't want to be live trading for 80-20. Sim funded, I could do 80-20 for sim funded. But for live, especially when you're live capital, you do 100-0, you get 100% split. I'm not a big fan of going under than that. This shit is not moving. $50-minute gap is about to open up here. It's closure. Surprisingly, it hasn't closed through it yet. So at the same time, no closure under to signify that we're trying to move lower. every retrace has been rejected. Every single one of them, just sharp rejection. So you basically pick a side and see if it runs with it. I'm just waiting to see if the upside is going to hold one time. See if we get it. $50-minute close. There's that closure. We're gonna try to dig inside this gap, and then see where we go, basically. See this closure. Show that we're willing to get a flip and not just wick higher, close lower. Yep, still doing that. Guys, try to not to be too emotional for these prop firm changes. If you don't like the prop firm, you know, one thing I always say, don't like one prop firm, there's 10 others. There's 5 others. 5 others good ones. 10, there might be 5 like mid ones or bad ones, but like let's just the sign, I'll change it to if you don't like one firm, there's 5 other great firms that you could use. Lucid has been doing it. TBT, I think it has to be at the top of the list right now. I'm gonna be real. TBT, if we can get TBT in the marketplace, I think everyone's gonna be happy with that. I guess I wonder what happens with Rocket Shooter Matt. He's defending next, you know, for whatever reason. I feel like you don't have to defend it too much. You could just you know, say it's a rough change. But he has a live, now he doesn't have a live account, but he has, I think he told me, maybe it was months ago, I don't know if he still has them, but he had accounts that's like hundreds of thousands of profits. So I wonder if that's gonna be forfeited or moved to live. Look at that. There's a bandwagon lately against Matt. I've always been cool with them though. He hasn't taken a payout yet? Why doesn't he pay himself? That's crazy. Do I want to join longs yet? We did not get that flip. We have the 50-minute gap. It has not shown too much for longs. But my gut is saying, since we're also struggling to break lower, it's going to try to hold this area. I would feel much better if we got the breaker already, but call me biased. We have not flipped lower. We have a mega gap higher. I'm gonna be looking for longs right this area and shooting for at least bare minimum and move to 625, 630s, and seeing what it does there. It is, again, not high probability, but it is something that I am interested in. If it's wrong, I know everyone, or not everyone, but the people who's short biased, they're gonna be like, you know, you're just so biased. But I just reply with, you know, that's just what I'm going with. And it's working. It's working so far. I need to see more though. This is nothing. This is literally nothing. Let's see this closure. Come on, show me some weight. Show me some moves here through this breaker. I want bare minimum this 15-minute. Still nothing yet. Don't turn back. No matter what you do, just don't turn back. The only reason I'm longing is because we have an enemy gap and we refuse to break lower. If you remember what I said, I only would have invalidated the long thesis and look for lower if we get a closure under. And guess what happened? Wick, close above. So by default, if I'm following my model, I have to be looking for it. I'm just gonna take this at 625, 630s. I'm not gonna hold for this. 15-minute gap, right? Yeah, we're dancing into it. We're dancing into it. Let's keep it pushing. Basically, you could only long if you felt good about it. I felt good about it still. Fill the whole 15-minute. That's more than what I asked for. That's more than what I asked for. Still going. Going from 600 all the way back up. Let's just see. Let's just see if we can get more. Trying to trail this so tight, guys. I've literally tried to trail this so tight. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on trailing this. It's going to take me here, probably here. Oh! If there's a will, there's a way. No. Let's move this higher. I think we can blitz this. I think we can blitz this. I think if we get a pop over 650s, I don't care if I hit my green stop. This is like gravy for me. 650s. 650s. Let's leave it. This is a good area. Okay, that's taking me out. There we go. Let's go. It's out. 2 minis from the breaker down here was targeting the 15-minute gap. I mean, gap. Only reason I didn't short this again was why you have this 2 displacement candle. The midpoint of that change the delivery. This has been holding every run. If we were bearish, we would have closed under it. I think that's always the protocol for this. Since it didn't, it showed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wicks under near the upper bracket and held up every time. And one big drive couldn't show this invalidation. We're getting this pop now. Beautiful, beautiful push. This is what I was going for. Probably 660 final target. Not final, but I mean, good target, main target. Dude, I saw some taters in chat. You guys are like, oh, he's so married to the bull bias. I just keep on saying the same thing. I'm not gonna marry any bias. All I'm gonna say is I have a model. I can't short until it invalidates the long. And I would argue the same thing. Like, what is telling you to short? For me, this is the last stand, and guess what? It held. Could have held for more. Could have held for more for sure. We're at what, 16,000 now? Come on, chat. Come on. 16,000 on a live count now. Most of it came from AM though. Don't get me wrong. Roa trades got minus 15.5k on the live. Are you serious? Oh no, are you talking about Matt? Okay, never mind. What's a TPT again? What's a TP again? I'm not sure. I think we just let it hold. We're gonna just keep on ripping this, it looks like. I think it got held for far too long. And now it's like letting us this whole energy out. They were like, stop playing with me. I'm going back up. How did you know that? How did you know to just get in and not wait for price to return to the 1 minute fair value gap? What 1 minute fair gap? Do we have a 1 minute? I didn't care. There was just, if you're reading price action, one thing that I have in mind, the 5 minute, like I said, 5 minute has been holding the bullish thesis, which is, it's a 5 minute, it's not too much. But if you're trying to ask me why I felt good about this, look at all these low wicks and close above. And the moment, we had many attempts to push higher, we kept on failing. And then the moment when I saw that we're gonna get this closure here at this candle here, this closure, I just jumped in 600, with a clear 15-minute gap, unmitigated. So if you look at the time, when we're down here, we had a clear unmitigated gap. This is bare minimum what it needs to hit, or it should hit. It doesn't need to. If even we would go lower, we need to see a false attempt first. That's kind of like how I view the market, to see where is most likely to go, and where I would think that market should, or that the price action should be going for higher or lower. This is perfect though. Couldn't break this low, so we pumped. End of story. But usually when you think of the amount of times it did this though, it's unbelievable. Like, how many times is it gonna reject the highs and keep on popping lower near the edge of where it should be flipping before it just burst up? And that was what I was going for. I didn't know the burst was going to go to straight to 700. I felt like a good conservative target was 660, but market does what market does. So we're back in the green. We're back in the green, chat. A lot of people counted me out. They're like, oh, first trade, you're in the red. Second trade was green, but hit break even. Third trade, had to smack them a little bit. You didn't show the trade when you entered. I literally said, I'm joining in the long. If you rewind it, you can hear me verbatim. Like, this is gonna run. I'm gonna join in now. At least bare minimum run this. But yeah, you're gonna see the clip. If you don't want to like rewind, you're gonna see the clip of the shorts, because we have an editor that clips all the trades. They just show, hopefully share my analysis with the setup. And yep. That was my third long attempt, by the way. I've been long, kind of bullish bias the whole session. Every time it did work a little bit, except the first time. First time just got killed, but it worked right after it stopped me out. Third time was a little bit more harsh. It was at a lower area of interest. But we're good. We're good. We're looking good so far, guys. Definitely should add it. That's the main part. I don't know when it's gonna do this. I felt like it's gonna come. It's gonna blow up. But I just did 2 contracts. If we got under these lows, you're gonna see me down like probably 10K. Another 10K, I mean. How are you doing though? It's hard to be a streamer and say all my analysis and my bias and where I think price is gonna head, and then you're gonna see half the people disagree with it, and then they're laughing. They're like, "This is clearly a short. you should be long on this. I am gonna close out, and then you know when it pops, that's what happens. But even if I wasn't right on this play, you know, I'm gonna have to be right on the next one. There's a BPR here. I want to see if we... BPRs are usually my bread and butter too, as in it's something that I'm drawn to a lot. We left a wick here. That's the start of the change delivery. If we are settling these highs, I find it reasonable to see it retest this BPR. If it can retest and come back up, you don't have to buy this BPR, but let's say you're waiting for it to react. You could be joining in the next 1 minute FEG, let's say. It's like this is the low probability entry. How's that bullish breaker? I'm looking at these lows. It wicked the low. This is kind of a 3 drive. Low, high, lower low, closure. The main point is, did we close above the bodies? If you don't want to consider it as a breaker, this is also something that you could just do. Change delivery, closure above the bodies. At this candle, we closed, should be a little bit lower. Yeah, so we close above. That's going to be the buy. I think one thing, you know, you gotta be biased already, or you gotta be with an analysis. I've been liking this. When price action is not clear, just opt to the 5. Opt to the 5 or 15. Did we see anything in 15? Can you identify anything at all in the 15? This is like, it's not megaphone, but it's completely like kind of like a higher low, lower low, like seek and destroy chop. So when I don't see anything in the 15 minute, what do I do? Just go with the 5. The 5 minute is pretty clear to me. Just real quick, we run up the highs. We're gonna run down the lows. What does it do after? We take the London lows. London lows start at 2 a.m. for me. We sniped those London lows and came straight back up. We flipped the 5 minute displacement, which is change delivery. I'm gonna use the buys. The way that I do change delivery is the buys. I know some people do it differently. The consecutive candle of the displacement candle from open to the close, leaving out the wick. I just draw a straight 50% midpoint here. That's where it is. And the only way I look for two things. How does it react when it wicks under the midpoint, the mean threshold? And does it close through the mean threshold? Both cases it's pretty much a bullish signature. Because every wick has been very brief and it comes right back up. No closure either. So I have to be bullish still. If that makes sense. Not because it's a 5 minute, but because the 15 minute doesn't show anything. 15 minute, I cannot know if this is going to go up or down. The 5 minute, I can know where it's going to go. And I do hope if it's going to be continuously bullish, for those who are still holding, I'm liking a run to here. I just don't know. It's been hard for it to get through these highs. And we have pending NVIDIA news. I ran back the video. You did not confirm that you're in. I'm gonna play the video in the shorts where we edit it, because I said I'm jumping in here. We were eyeing this for so long. Also, by the way, so the moment it closed through this breaker, to me, confirmations to the breaker of the closure. So you see 604. The moment it validates the breaker, I'm gonna jump in. The funny thing is, we have someone in chat. We have someone in chat. Rather than just listen to analysis, where I was bullish basically the last 20 minutes and talking about the long setup, about this breaker setup. We didn't get the closure here, but we got the closure here. You rather complain that I didn't say it clearly, rather than just try to learn a trade, because I called this whole move. That's where it gets like sideways. You're not really looking at to trade for yourself. You're looking for validation. And let's say you're right. Who cares? We made money. Chat made money. I made some money. I'm actually green again. First trade, you know, I lost 20 points. Second trade, I did 2 minis. And then I think I closed it for first one like 25, second one for 40 or 45. 45, yeah, 45. So we made average of 35 points there. That's the funny thing. But yeah, green every single day of the month of November. We can pull up the transcript here, guys. I'm not the type to be afraid to pull up my what is it called, broker statements, because when you're a real trader and you're trading for a living, priority first, instead of being like affiliate or in chainer or anything like that. You have receipts for it. So if I'm gonna pull this shit up, you're gonna see what it's gonna look like. Let's see here. Today. No, I'm not gonna do today. I'm gonna do this month. That's what I was looking for. This month. So from November 1st to November 19th, we're at a 68% win rate. 265 expectancy. I don't know how they calculate expectancy. There's some about 3K worth of 2.8 worth of commission. $143,000 of profits only in this live account. You might see the balance as high, like, oh, no one has 420,000, but if you were to run it back to I don't know, it was like probably, I started this a few months ago. Let's just go to June. I'm gonna see the stats here too. 313,000. This is when the account was at 100. It's at 426 right now. That's some big boy stats, right? You went from 100K, now you're over 4x. It's coming to 5x now in a matter of a few months. I think more like 3-4 months. I think I'm gonna try to make a video maybe today or tomorrow, just talk about November. It's not gonna be about trading. It's gonna be just covering the results and my psychology through it, and maybe I'll look at charts a little bit, just showcase like some of my ideas more on the swing trade, not like specific like examples, but I think November has been pretty much a blessing. Troll Blue Scout, now he's gonna cry. He said he took the trade. Jonathan, please post the entry that you took. You said you took it. Let's see the entry and exit. I'll post. If you post yours, I'll post mine. How about that? Let's see who did it better. I think Funny Next gonna cuck me 60K. Damn, Nix. I think you just had the wrong timing, because they were basically giving uncapped payouts to everyone. And that's one of the reasons why when I asked, like, should I run this up more or should I just take the payout? It always, for me, my mindset is like, I'm going to take the payout because I don't know what's going to happen with the firm. Like, if it's going to, not rug pull, but if they're going to change something. In this case, they did change something. It's crazy. You have negative RR on your live, but isn't making money. Is it negative? Oh, you're talking about my average winning trade versus my average losing trade. Yeah, it is a little bit more negative. Only because I feel like there's some times where I'm a heavy scalper. So that's why my profit. If I was 50-50, of course I'm going to be in the red, but sometimes it also counts for break even. Where if I put a green stop, it's going to show a much lower average winning trade. So like, for instance, if I were up 20 points and I put a green stop at 10 points, I wouldn't really just scalp over 10 bare minimum, but it might hit my green stop. So I think that's probably within the model. What trade did you hold for 66 hours? Oh, let me see. 66 hours where? This is probably by swing, and I was in the red for it. It might be like all the way back here. I feel like. Oh, let's do the giveaway, guys. It was probably a swing. There's moments where I swing trade. I'm going for a big day, and it doesn't go my way. Probably me buying a dip though. But yeah, out of 1,000 trades, there's gonna be like one or two bad ones where I feel like it just needs some more time, but it ended up being pretty bad. All right, let's do the giveaway here, guys. Get in the Discord giveaway channel. I'm gonna put 2 minutes on, and we're gonna wrap this up. If you have any other questions, let me know in the chat. You're gonna get what, 800 smart points. Ready to go? I'm gonna enter myself here. Also, if you're in the Discord, just do the alert sign up here. If you alert, I'm gonna do swings and regular alerts. You press it once, it should add you like that. You press it twice, it removes you. I'll just show an example. And you can see some of my trades. I took a pretty good trade here too. I alerted a long or a short early in the AM, and I got stopped pretty aggressively. I was gonna add to it, but no ads just because it was so upside. You saw it was going up. I was like, I'm gonna try to see if there's a short, and I missed. And then once it was going down, I alerted this short here, building a short swing on ES for intraday. Intraday as in, within the day. I'm not swinging for tomorrow. It's gonna be if it hits my target or whenever it closes end of day, I'm gonna be out the trade. I wanted target at under 70s, average 80, so like about 15 points on ES minimum. So we're looking good. We're looking really good. Oh, we're in the 700s again. All right, let's look at the giveaway though. Funny Next October bonus still coming this week. I want to say yes, but I feel like Funny Next is so swamped. Just know they're gonna deliver. They told me that everything looks good. We just they haven't looked at it yet. They're trying to do an automation with it. So you might have to wait for the end of the month for the whole month. So we were supposed to do 2 batches. We already completed the payout bonus for Alpha, Lucid, and Funny Ticks. Funny Next is the one. I feel like Funny Next is always so slow, but now they're under a lot of fire here. So just hang tight. Most likely end of the month though. Congrats to Chegel and Piperella. Interesting name for both targets here. Both winners, I mean. I feel like Funny Next is showing signs of fast track, always promising, always delaying. It's for me though. They are not as communicative for me when we're doing SPF, because it's not as high priority, but they get the job done. So it took us probably a whole month to do reward sync for Funny Next. So anytime you make a purchase with Code Smart, you don't need to submit anything. We just get the whole data, and we do lifetime. So this is probably the most intuitive reward sync. Let's say you made purchase for like a whole year from January 1st, and you like, oh, I didn't know you had reward sync. I didn't know you were giving points. You just reward sync, and we could basically get all your purchases from January 1st all the way to up to date for 12 months. And you might, let's say you were trading a lot of Fun Next, you bought like 100, 200 accounts, you basically get like $1,000, $2,000 in cashbacks, or 10,000 in smart points, something crazy. So I'm thankful that they were able to get that with us. The reward thing has been pretty big. But again, why I say that, just give it some time. The payout bonus is probably gonna be automated too. Dude, longs from down here, I definitely could have held a little bit more. A little bit more. How did you convince them to do this extra work? How did I convince them? Because I'm like their top dog, bro. SPF is like the #1 partner for like most firms, guys. If it's not #1, it's like top 5. Like I'm not gonna be #1 of Apex, of course, because I don't work with Apex. But Lucid, I'm pretty sure we're #1. We're probably higher than Patrick. For Tradeify, we gotta be top 5. Funding Next, we gotta be top 1, top 2 for sure. Funding Ticks, I feel like we're in the top 5 as well. Just we got motion, guys. SPF here. We're driving inside here. Apex, you know, we got to sell on Apex. If you were to buy Apex, I think, just don't quote me on this, we're trying to get the payout bonus set up for Apex. So if you get a payout, you get some points for it too. We're gonna try to do it in December. I know it'll be retroactive for November. Has a payout bonus been sent for Lucid? It's been processed. I think we're gonna send all emails out and issue the reward today. Lucid's the only one that's missing right now. I'm gonna say if you're long, just look at 780s. I would have been pretty good if I had like a Robinhood swing, but pretty good. I think I did a pretty good job. Most people who short, they were short like kind of not. I mean, you got some points out of it, like maybe 60 points, but the long was the right move. Are they both get assassinated? Yes, we picked the giveaway winners to get assassinated. What about Tradeify payout bonus? I asked Tradeify. They're busy. I think the Grand Cup is their focus. And that's it. Damn, chat. Are you serious? Are you saying if I held a run along, I'll be up 150 points? Wait, how fast is it buy accounts? I was hoping to buy some accounts for NVIDIA. Is it worth it? We told you to long. I long, but you guys didn't tell me to hold. Maybe if everyone said, hold that shit. Don't put break even. Don't put green stop. Just make sure. Oh my goodness. As long as you use code SMART for all your prop purchases, only use code SMART, we'll get you guys your rewards. I keep telling to hold a line like Lanto. You need to make a 5K day too. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap the session. It's a good session. Those who are long, this looks good. I think we're gonna try driving the 800s. Don't quote me, but 800 looks good. Look at this. When you see this, you definitely want to see this get rebalanced. Dude, I'm like 2 hours in the session and my throat is cooked right now. It should still push. Holy crap. Who's holding long still? Which one of y'all are holding longs right now? Because this is nuts. They're 780s. Surprisingly, it didn't take that long to hit. Wow. Wow. We're definitely going for 800s. Dude, NVIDIA must be zooming. Did NVIDIA leak their earnings? Or is this manipulation? Because if I'm real, I don't know anything about like how Nvidia's gonna perform, but part of me says Nvidia's gonna do a dump. It is gonna try to dump the market. That's why I think we're gonna try to rebalance. That's like my prediction. Is nuts. I'm looking at this here. This all tech here. And look how we're just running right now. Nvidia's just moonshotting right now. Wow. The tech is just going crazy. And that's why I said, everyone who said, "Oh, why are you short? So why are you short bias, or why you're not short bias? Why you're long?" I wanted this to get inside these gaps and refill them, and we did that. I think that's a good time to end the session, guys. All my targets has been hit. We're good. See you guys tomorrow. Green every single day of the month of November. That's all I have to say. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.